Hi, I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, we'll be going through surface area. Make sure to have a pen and paper ready, take down some notes and stick around to the end as there are some questions for you to attempt. And if you want to find your way back to the channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with everything related to your Maths GCSE. Let's get started. So what is surface area? The surface area of a 3D shape is the total area of all the faces. Here we have a cube. If this length is 3 centimeters, what you should know is that the lengths of a cube are all the same. So this will also be 3 centimeters. What we need to do now is look for the area of the faces. So the first face that we will look for is the area of this front face. What you should notice is that the area of this front face is 3 centimeters times by 3 centimeters. This obviously gives us 9 centimeters squared. A cube, which is a 3D square, has 6 faces. So as all of the faces are the same, if you found out the value of one face, all you would do is times this by 6. As a cube has 6 faces, you will do 9 times 6, which equals 54 centimeters squared. What you should also realize is that when you are working out surface area, the units that you are using are either millimeters squared, centimeters squared, meters squared, so on and so forth. Here is another example for us to go through. The surface area of a cuboid, and a cuboid is a 3D rectangle, can be calculated by adding together the area of the 6 faces. Now this cuboid has 6 faces. It has the face in the front, the one in the back, the top and the bottom, and the 2 sides. So this is 6 centimeters by 3 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Let's go through this. The first faces which we will work out are the front face and the back face. Now to work out the area of this front face is 6 centimeters times by this length. Now if this back length is 5 centimeters, then this front length will also be 5 centimeters. So this is 6 times by 5, which equals 30 centimeters squared. What you should realize is that the front face and the back face are equal. So the front is 30 centimeters squared, the back is also the same. The next faces which we will work out are the top and the bottom. Now the bottom is 6 centimeters multiplied by 3 centimeters. So what you would get is 6 centimeters multiplied by 3 centimeters, which equals 18 centimeters squared. The top and the bottom are the same. So if the bottom is 18 centimeters squared, the top is also 18 centimeters squared. The next faces which we will work out are the 2 on the side. So this is 3 by 5. So if this side is 15 centimeters squared, the left one is also the same. What we do now, as mentioned previously, the surface area of a cuboid can be calculated by adding together the area of the 6 faces. We have the value of the 6 faces. All you would do is add them all up. So the total surface area is 126 centimeters squared. Remember to include the correct units. Here is another example. As you can see from this diagram, we have 3 rectangles. You have the rectangle on the bottom, you have the rectangle on the right, and you have this rectangle on the left. And you have this front face, which is a triangle, and you have the back face, which is also a triangle. What you should remember is to work out the area of a triangle. It is base times height divided by 2. Let's work this out. The first face that we will work out is this bottom face. So it's 3 centimeters times 2 centimeters, which equals 6 centimeters squared. The next rectangle is this one here. So this is 5 centimeters by 2 centimeters, which obviously equals 10 centimeters squared. The final rectangle is this rectangle on the left, which is 2 centimeters times by 4 centimeters, which equals 8 centimeters squared. So we have worked out the area of the 3 rectangles. The next is this triangle, so this front facing triangle. So this is 4 centimeters times by 3 centimeters divided by 2, because it is base times by the height divided by 2. So it's 4 times 3 divided by 2, which equals 6 centimeters squared. What you should realize is that the front face and the back face are equal. So if the front face was 6 centimeters, the back face is also 6 centimeters. What you will do now is add all of these faces. The total surface area therefore is equal to 36 centimeters squared. Here is another example for us to attempt. Again, what we are trying to do is work out the area of each specific face and then add it up. This front face is a trapezium. What you need to remember about a trapezium to work out the area is A plus B divided by 2 times by H. A is this top length, B is this bottom length, so it's the parallel length. You divide that value by 2 and then you times it by H, and H is the perpendicular height. So let's go through this. What we work out first is this top rectangle, which is 6 by 16, which equals 96 centimeters squared. The next is the bottom. The bottom, as you can see, is 10 by 16, which equals 160 centimeters squared. The next is side 1, so it's this right side over here, which is 8 times 16, which equals 128. As you should realize, this side and the side on the left are the same, so the left side would also be 128. Now we work out this trapezium. It is this top length plus this bottom length, divide it by 2 and then times it by the perpendicular height. So this length at the back is 6 centimeters. So this length at the front is also 6 centimeters. So what you would do is 6 plus 10, then you would divide it by 2 and then you would times it by 7. So 6 plus 10 is 16, 16 divided by 2 is 8, and 8 times 7 is equal to 56. What you should realize is that the front trapezium and the back trapezium are the same. So if the front trapezium is equal to 56 centimeters squared, the back trapezium would also be the same. Again, all you would do to work out the surface area is add the area of the faces together. So you add the top, the bottom, side 1, side 2, trapezium 1 and trapezium 2. You get a final answer of 624 centimeters squared. Remember to include the correct units. Here are a few questions for you to attempt. Pause the video, have a go, and we'll go through the answers on the next slide. Hopefully you had a chance to go through the questions. Let's go through the answers. This shape on the left has a triangle at the front, it has a triangle at the back, and it has 3 rectangles. To work out the area of the triangle at the front, it would be 5 times 6 divided by 2. So it's 30 divided by 2, which equals 15. The front triangle is equal to 15 meters squared. What you should realize is that the back triangle will be the same. That's how we got 15 plus 15. The next one is this bottom rectangle, which would be 5 times 12, which equals 60. The next is this rectangle on the right, which is 12 times 11, which equals 132. And the final rectangle is this rectangle on the left, which is also 12 times 11, which gives 132. To work out the surface area, you add the area of the specific faces. So you've got 15 plus 60 plus 132 plus this final 132, which gives us 354 meters squared. Remember to use the correct units. This question on the right, we have a trapezium at the front, we have a trapezium at the back, and we have 4 rectangles. So to work out the area of this trapezium at the front, it will be 7 plus 9, which equals 16. 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8, and 8 times 3 is equal to 24. So the area of the front trapezium is 24. The area of the back trapezium will be the same. Then we work out the area of this bottom rectangle, which is 9 times 10, which equals 90. We work out the area of this rectangle on the right, which is 10 times by 4, which is equal to 40. You work out the area of the rectangle at the top, which will be 7 times by this length, and this length is 10 centimeters because this length is 10 centimeters, which equals 70. And finally, we'll work out this rectangle on the left, which will equal 4 times 10, which equals 40. Once you add up all of these numbers, you will get an answer of 288 centimeters squared. Here is a summary page of what we have gone through. We have gone through what surface area is. We have figured out how to work out the surface area of a cuboid. We have figured out how to work out the area of a triangle. We have figured out how to work out the area of a trapezium. I hope you have been able to benefit. And if you have, please share with others so they can also benefit. Hopefully I'll see everyone safe and sound for the next one. And as always, take care of yourselves.